I'm going to fit a dog flap onto the old caravan. The old caravan sits here in the garden. You see the sun shines on it. You see she likes sunshine. Not much sun in my house during the day. The caravan gets it here. So this old caravan's just used for storage. So I'm putting a dog flap on. This is a stay wheel. See the thing about Amazon. Amazon do a thing called Amazon Warehouse. I got this dog flap for £12. The box was open. The box I'm sitting on now, it was open, but the actual dog flap itself was still sealed. So check the like of them out. The bigger dog flap, the price goes way up. I put one on my back doors, cheaper. It might cost me more, paid £40 for the one on the back door, but it was a cheaper brand like. Works okay, but it's a bit awkward to fit. This is not going to be much better, but this one comes with a template. This is handy. So there's the large door, medium door, small door. It doesn't say where to cut the outside of the line, on the line, inside the line. But I'm cutting through a steel door. I don't want to be, you can't shave nothing off, so I'm going to cut just slightly on the outside of the line. So I'll show you where to put your wee holes in. I found a metal bit. I don't know if it's long enough or not. I don't often cut metal. I was going to use the angle grinder. It's around the caravan like, but can't find the goggles. So we'll do a setup. Saying this is a caravan door, those steel. So it's dead easy to draw through this like. But no matter if you go through PVC or whatever, everything's different. So problem I'm having here now is slightly on the vent. You're supposed to measure the height of your dog's tummy. But she's a bit of a step there, you see. I'm going to put a wee bit of a step there, and it's hitting the air grill too. But that'll be hid when the door's off. I'll tell you what, that metal outside wasn't very thick there, was it? So can I tape all this here now? Let's fit this jigsaw blade. Maybe I can, you know. It would help if I had a wee bit of power on. Don't even think I've turned the thing on, you know. I got that DeWalt. It's so annoying when you see people doing DIY things on YouTube and they've always got the best of tools. This DeWalt jigsaw shop display, got it years ago. Don't like it. Bosch is far handier. I'd buy Bosch tools, that's why I bought that. Like, you pay £60 for that there now on Amazon. Some boys are waiting and pay £100. But Bosch is in between. It's light enough to use and powerful enough. It's not as powerful as DeWalt and all them ones, but it's powerful for what you need. DeWalt, everything's just too heavy. And see how the cable's a bit dodgy there, like I'm not stupid, the actual inside cables is alright. But that shouldn't have happened to Flex. It wasn't very old when that started to happen. My tools get a lot of abuse, not because of the overworked, because if that's on the ground, it's in my way, I just kick it out of the way. So is the power on? I had to turn the power on. Power should be on. Normally I would use two hands cutting this, and I would normally go downhill, but I'll do my best. Quite easy in the caravan doors anyway. We'll see what happens now. We go over the air grill here. Not so bad, not so bad. That's the job done. Plastic grill on the inside. So there you go. If you ever want to know what's inside a caravan door, that's the actual good insulation there, you know. They didn't put no insulation. That's the grill's at the bottom, that's why. I should have broke that grill off. That's it off now. Now see these sharp edges now. Just screw that off. She shows the amount of work, the amount of research I do. Like that goes on the inside here. I'm not using this lockable bit. You know the funny thing is, this dog flap is more or less the same as the cheaper brand that I done. The only main difference is Stay-Well do two-way movement in their doors. So if you see if the door goes out the ways, it's smaller. Or if the door is going in the ways now, that hole is actually smaller than if the door opens out the ways. The way they do that is they make it more weatherproof. The one I have in my back door is more simple. So it only swings both ways, but my back door is sheltered. So this will actually be better in bad weather places like. So that's about all I can do now on this phone. You know, I can't multitask, but that screws on there now, like, and the one goes on the outside, one goes on the inside. Can't do it holding this phone. But what to do then, see away different doors of different ugliness. You give you these wee flaps here, and they look better than my cheap doors. So they click on. I'll open this up. They seem to click on. My old door was a flap putting them on. So they would click on there onto the door, and then hides the ugliness. So that definitely is better than the cheap door I got. So the Stay-Well is better that way, and the whole thing's actually better. You know, it's far better. That is much better. I had wide problems putting the dog flap on my back door. It came with wee cheap plastic things, and it kept falling out. And what you do then, you cut that with scissors, whatever width you need. It's only decoration. It makes it look neat. It definitely looks a lot better. And you cut it with scissors, the thickness. So once you measure your first one, you get roughly thick, cut the rest the same. So I'll get a pair of scissors now. Really get a better setup here. So there's the thing there now. Pair of scissors, cuts easily. I'll just do a wee bit of demonstration. You open this door, let the light on. Just cuts easy with scissors. So you get the idea, but I need two hands. So here's the last bit. I'll tell you what, it's impossible to do anything with one hand, you know that? Flick the first piece in there. So whenever you go do the next piece, one of it's got a wee lip on it. One end, it's got a wee lip, and the other end doesn't. So the end of the lip goes down there. So you just line it up so you know which line to cut. So it's a wee line after the wee knobbly bit sticking out. So that all clipped into place now. It is so easy. It's hard to explain, but it's so easy. Much better than the last brand of dog flap I got. Much better. The last one was a flap. The last, I can do a lot of DIY. I had problems with the last dog flap. Not cutting the holes and stuff, just assembling it. It's, can't mind the brand. We'll get to find out what brand it is. But this Petsafe is so much easier. There's not much to a dog flap, but it's the fact that it clips together, I can lift that and it stays in one piece. The other one would not have done that. Now I can put this up now in one piece and see if everything fits. If it fits, everything's going to work. The other one wouldn't have done that. Look, it is so much easier. So if that doesn't go in now in one piece, I know I have to do something else. And with my last one too, you needed two hands. That's staying there now on its own. That is brilliant there, like. Now it's telling you now a 5mm hole now to drill through. If you want to get this open, hit it like so, and that lifts it up. So I have to drill holes now, 4 holes here, 5mm. That is definitely a handy flap to fix there so far. I can see one fault coming up. The screws. They do not cut the screws the right size. When you get electrical sockets, every now and again you can break the screw off with a pair of pliers or by cutting with a hacksaw. If you don't cut the screws right with a hacksaw, you'll not get the wee nut on the end. These are designed so the nuts don't show. It's going to be a pain to get that the right length. It was a pain with the last one, it's going to be a pain with this one. So that's the only thing they need to improve. They need to have the screws, they break off. So I'll get the drill bit done now and drill these holes. The bit I had on here was 5mm, that's the size you need, that's just coincidence. See, it always happens in videos, doesn't it? And then you probably find people try this at home, all they have is a 4mm bit, a 6mm bit. You never have the one you want. So this is going to be tricky now because I'm right at the edge of this metal door. Now because this is a caravan, I can only get away with self-tappers here instead of the nuts, but we'll do it the proper way. Now see, if I was doing this on the front door and my house would cost a lot of money, I'd put the first screw in now before I do the rest. But it's a bit hard for me to do now with this phone. That's the idea anyway. But that's going to be the hardest bit of the lot, putting the screws in. If you hold the drill slightly crooked, or if the drill goes off to the side, wouldn't go off the side in the PVC door. But if you had it slightly crooked, then nuts aren't going to line up. You have to be 100% right for the nuts to line up. The only way around that is to have the hole slightly bigger and what the say I mark this now with a 5mm bit. I could mark it with a 4mm bit instead. Take the door away and then drill a 6mm hole, and that gives you more room to wriggle your screw to get it lined up. Oh, this is the old caravan now. There's kitchen doors and spares. Everything's bunged in here. That's a bit of the foam I use for the old car. And he's scratchy. If she's going to use this caravan, I want to get some of these cobwebs out of here, Pet, and get it a wee bit tidied up. And since it's just been lying empty. Would you like to get out here in the sunshine? We've got a wee puppy flap now. Let's see now if she can use it. Now stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. See if she can use it now. Why is that not closing there for? Hey. Luna! More light! Wee puppy flap! More light, Luna! Look at that! Look at that! Can you come back in again? Hold on. Two way. Hold on and see. Luna! Can you come in? Oh, she has to jump on top of the step. Oh, this is more complicated. Atta girl! Atta girl! Yeah! It passes! It passes! Luna got a summer house! Luna got a summer house! I'm just thinking that step might be better long ways. So a whole body's on it. Put the step that way for you, Pet. Then your whole body's approaching it. I'm going to leave a wee bit of a gap there. Let's see if the caravan door opens. Right, Luna! Look! Can you get the bottle? Come on, Luna, get the bottle! Get it, girl! Bring it back out again! Yay, Luna! I think we'll call that a success. Dog flap is really good except for the screws. I knew there was a problem with the screws. The screws are impossible. I can DIY, you know, like no problem cutting the holes. I've got a big vise to hold the screws. No, other people aren't going to have a big vise. The screws are a nightmare. That's the way they're supposed to go, like that there, pointing out the ways. If they're too long, it's going to get in the way of the door closing. I put them top two in the wrong way. I can't hold that up and I'm fiddled with screws and all the rest. Whenever you cut a screw with a saw, it's not easy putting the nut on. The out end's rough. And that's the problem I have with that one over there. It's too rough. You fiddle and fiddle and fiddle. I spent longer putting 4 bolts in than I did doing the whole door. If the bolts were the right size, then the bolts would have went in 2 minutes, all 4 bolts. But they're not the right size, you have to cut them. And trying to measure them, see a bit of a blue marker there. They need to do something about the nuts on these doors. That's it. The other one, brand I had, the cheaper brand, it was £40. I had the same problem with the nuts. The other thing with it, I took a short way out and just brought them up the whole way out and just cut them after the door was fixed. Well, that's it. Is that another success, do you reckon? Do you think is that a success?